I think there's a growing body of evidence that, boys and girls are different. And it's just not the physics of physically the way they look or the way the plumbing works. There really are differences that people pick up very early on, at least in the outcomes. That when you begin to look at what happens to boys, how many of our boys begin to struggle early on with reading and writing. When you look at the college entrance and you see that now across the board there are more women getting into college than men. And in the African American community, it's just staggering the difference. My second book was called Reaching Up for Manhood because I recognized that lots of boys believed a set of things that actually interfered with their education. Right? They spend all of their time trying to be tough and trying to, prove how, much they could drink or smoke or other things. And it seemed less than manly to read poetry or to think about the arts or to really practice and work on your writing skills. I think that's been a huge problem. And I think that, part of what we've begun to find out is that we got to think about what works for kids differently. There are single-sex schools that people pay to send their kids to, and without blinking an eye. We should look at some of the single-sex schools and see, do they work? If they don't, then fine. There are strategies of how do you use, sports and exercise to get kids sort of prepared in the mornings to go to work. I don't think there's anything very natural about asking a 9-year-old to sit still for 3 hours, and that's what's required in school. If you cannot do that, you will not be successful. Is every child like that? Every child is not like that. So I think one of the biggest challenges, and it's somewhat of a myth in most places, that you can ask one teacher who has 25 students to meet the needs of students who come in, some who are so charged up with energy that they can't sit still, some who haven't slept at all and are so tired that they can't sit still, some who are having mental health issues and may be depressed or hyperactive, and expect that they're going to be able every day to figure out how to work with each one of those groups. We have decided we're just going to simply do the norm, whatever we think that is. And anyone who falls on the other side of those extremes, it's tough. It's on you. You're going to end up failing, not learning how to read, not learning how to do math. That's been a huge disadvantage in education. We just have not accepted the fact that kids come to us in different places, and as educators, we've got to figure out strategies of how to help those kids, regardless to which one of those buckets those kids end up being in.